Well, greetings, fellow Trippies. Welcome once again to a Trippy Food live stream. This one, I guess, is kind of special. So today we are doing Bubsooboo's Wild Snacks Midi International Snack Box. So this was a gift from Julie, and this was from her Father's Day. She gave me this gift, and I didn't want to get too much into it. I didn't want to open it up too much and see what was in it. I wanted to kind of maybe make it a little bit of a surprise. So I'm learning as you're learning. We're just taking things out of the box. Now, apparently there's like I want to call it a game that goes along with it. There's a way to do it. There's a path that goes along with it. I don't know if we're going to do that or we're just going to pull them out of the box in the order they're sitting in there. There's about, I think, like 12 or 13 items in that box. We may not get to all of them today. So if we don't get to all of them today, then next week we'll do part 2. So we have that, and we have our adult beverage, which is 8 Ball Stout from Lost Coast Brewery, and we have Jones Soda Special Release Hatch Chili and Lime. So looking forward to both of those. Not looking forward to putting them together, but I am looking forward to both of those. Hi, Doodle. It's Doodle, the Prince of Dogmas, everybody. Welcome, everybody. It's Doodle, the Prince of Dogmas, and here he is. What do you look at? You want food, Doodle? Huh? You want food? You want food? It's Doodle, everybody. It looks like we don't have a big crowd yet. So far, I see 999 Squad and Miguel Rangel in the room. I don't see everybody else in the chat. The little number there says that there's 6 people. So we'll wait for a few more people to get in before we actually get started. Doodle, do you want a snack? Huh? Is that why you're here? You want a snack? You didn't just come to keep me company just because you like the live stream? You came for a snack? Well, that's okay. There you go. And off he goes. No loyalty. None whatsoever. How is everybody on this cheerful Saturday? It's a nice day here. I think it's in the upper 70s. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you in a second. How hot is it here? How hot is it? It is so hot. It is so hot that Watertown evaporated. It is 75 degrees, a balmy 75 degrees. I like when it's nice and cool. That's maybe pushing it a little bit. That's coming to the limit, but it's nice. It's sunny. It's 75 degrees. How about where you guys are? Still, we only have 5 people in the room. I wonder why. Now, fortunately, we're not getting our little, thing happening down at the bottom here, the flashing. I don't know. I loaded some new drivers on the computer and I rebooted it and I killed everything that didn't need to be running. I did a bunch of stuff. Hopefully that took care of it. I don't know. It's not here. Maybe if we don't say anything, it won't. 86 here. Oh my God, 101. Well, I hope that's Fahrenheit and not Celsius. Hey, Janice Yamanaka has just entered the room. Janice, you just missed Doodle. He was here for a second ago, and I gave him a snack and off he ran. So he may be back. We'll see. He knows where the snacks are. He knows what side of the toast his bread is buttered on. Let's put it that way. So glad you could make it, Janice. Who else we got? Nobody else yet. Still a slow day. Still kind of slow here. And it's not even like it's a long weekend. Was it last weekend that was a long weekend? We had Juneteenth off. It was the first time. I think a lot of people, because they just made it a federal holiday this year. We did have Juneteenth off, so 101. No, I'm kidding about Celsius. If it was Celsius, it would be about 213, 214 degrees. That'd be hot. Yeah. The only thing I know about Celsius, as Celsius compares to Fahrenheit, is that water boils at 100 Celsius, which is 212 Fahrenheit, and water freezes at 0 Celsius, which is 32 Fahrenheit. So that's how I know the difference. So if it was 100 Fahrenheit, it would be 101 Fahrenheit. If it was 101 Celsius, it would be a degree hotter than the boiling point of water. And there will be a lot of dead people, I think. So 101 degrees. I'm not looking forward to it. I know it's going to go back. We're here in Southern California. I know it's going to go back up and everything, but I'm not looking forward to it too much. Man, this is slow. Where is people? Where are people? Where are people? Where are people? Where are people? I don't know if Tom. I think Tom's going to make it today. We were going to do part 2 of the radio show, the George and Pudgy show, but one of the actors or actresses couldn't make it, so we had to postpone that. Did anybody who here saw that? Who here went to Tom's channel, old guy in Colorado, and watched the 1940s radio show that Tom wrote called The George and Pudgy Show? Who here watched that? Anybody? I watched it because I was in it, so yeah, I knew it. What did you think, Miguel? It was fun for me to do. It was fun. What was difficult for me? Oh, I'm glad you both liked it, Miguel and Janice. It was hard for me to do because I had to do the announcer voice and I had to play Pudgy, and I played Bill Doki, who is the actor who plays Pudgy, and so it was difficult for me because A, I had to use two different voices that weren't mine, and B, I had to sometimes switch back and forth, like right after the lines. But that's the magic of radio. You can do stuff like that. But not when you have video on there. So part 2 again was going to be this week, but one of the people in it could not. I think it was Olivia. It was Olivia who plays George's wife. Mildred is Pudgy's wife. His wife Maggie. I think it's Maggie. And she couldn't make it, I think, so that's why we had to postpone it. So I think it's next week, next Sunday. I'm not sure if Tom pops on. We'll ask him, and maybe Tom is doing a live stream today. We don't know, but we'll see. We still got to get Janice on a live stream, but we may have to start with baby steps. I might actually have to get her on one of our live streams, because of proximity. We can do that, and I'm also working on a way that we can add more people in remotely. So I'm trying to get Yardstream. Is it Yardstream or StreamYard? I get confused. Trying to get that installed so that we can do that. But for the time being, Janice is close by, and we might be able to actually do a live stream where she sits in. So as long as she's not frightened by these surroundings. But yeah, I'm glad you guys can make it. Glad you guys watched the video, and it's good feedback, because otherwise it's like, well, I don't know, maybe people aren't interested. We're not. I mean, I don't think it had a huge follow watching. I mean, there's 30 people at most or something at one given time. But like I said, it was fun to do, and it was just about an hour as well. We did run into a little bit of a glitch towards the beginning where somebody's microphone was not working, or the mute was off on or something. Couldn't figure out what it was, so I had to wait till, like, a lot of my lines were dependent on her lines, and I had to wait till she finished her lines, and I had to kind of watch her mouth move and assume she was making those lines, but it probably made no sense to the people watching. But we'll have to come up with a way to get around that if that happens again. So have somebody else like jump in and do their lines. Like, I'll take George's line, or whatever. We'll figure it out. But anyways, so Adam Hebb has entered the room, but Adam Hebb has not graced us with any interesting facts, and I'm a little bit concerned about that. Let's see, we got 108. I'm going to give it a little more time, just because I'm going to wait for we get some more people in the room. I'm going to sit here and sip on my morning coffee. I hope you guys don't mind. How's the lighting? I think the video is okay. We're not getting that. What about that sub? What about that sub? Yeah, that pretty crazy stuff. Apparently, that sub had been down a few times prior, because the pilot of the sub, I think they call the person who drives the sub pilot. The pilot of the sub had been on multiple trips down there, and I think it was in that particular submersible. So I don't know. Something happens and you don't plan for it, and you just don't know. And now it's part of the tourism itself. So when people go down to see, because I think people will probably continue to go down and see the wreckage of the Titanic, and now they're going to see the wreckage of the sub as well, or whatever's left. I don't know physically what happens when that kind of pressure. I think it's something like 15,000 pounds per square inch of pressure. It's water pressure, just like not air pressure per se. The weight of that water. When it finally manages to, like, I don't know if there's a crack or something else, and it finds its way, and then the whole thing like collapses. I don't know how bad it is, because they found parts of it. They found the back part of it, some parts of it intact and some parts but like not there at all, and there's, not even sure what they can recover. So yeah, kind of messed up and sad at the same time. I know a lot of people like on social media are making jokes about it and everything. It's really not funny. I mean, yeah, there's there will be jokes about any event like that, but wait a little while, or because it's still kind of sad. So Greg Wells is here. Welcome, Greg. Welcome from sunny Australia, where it's probably tomorrow already, isn't it? Greg, are you in tomorrow already? Are you into Monday already? I always forget what the time difference there is, but I know you cross the international date line somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. So I always think it's the next day in Australia, but it can't always be the next day in Australia. Yes, it did. It imploded. Leo. I'm from the future. It's Sunday. Woo! Well, no, that's right. It's Saturday here. It's Saturday here. It's Sunday there. There we go. We have to do an Australian episode, but it's it's like I'm not one of those people who like think Outback Steakhouse is Australian food, but there has to be things that are unique to Australia that we can import. Like I don't know, kangaroo meat. We can do that. We can get kangaroo meat, but I don't know what else we can do. But it'd be nice to do Greg, at some point in time, maybe you can tell us what what people snack on in Australia, and if it's something that we can get here, and we'll do like an Australian episode. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, I like kangaroo as well. I think what did I have? Like kangaroo tenderloin. I grilled some kangaroo tenderloin. It was absolutely amazing. My friend Anshu had made some kangaroo sausages that were really good. So yeah, kangaroo's a nice meat. Oh, hi, Room Hat. So I missed Room Hat. Room Hat snuck into the room. Welcome, Room Hat. I'm glad you could make it. Happy Saturday to you as well. Let's see how we're doing on time. We're at 1:12. We still only have 6 people in the chat, but that's okay. We're gonna get started again. We get I think something like 14 items in that box to go through, and it's gonna take some time. So I'm gonna, we're just gonna get started and whatever and get as far as we can. Hopefully Julie will join us because again, the box that we're going through, the Bubsooboo's Wild Snacks Midi International Snack Box, was a gift from her for Father's Day. So, all righty, let's see. I suppose we'll get started because there's some stuff that I want to do before we actually start digging into the box. Now, I guess it would be. I might change things up a little bit. Maybe we will do the adult beverage and the soft drink together at the beginning, and then just spend the rest of the time going through the box. What do you guys think? That'll work? That'll work for you guys? Kangaroo jerky. Oh yeah, I've had kangaroo jerky too. That's pretty good. Oh, here we go. Fun facts time. Pencils are banned in Tunisia. Pens are not, I imagine. Lip singing is like lip syncing. Lip singing is banned in Turkmenistan, and playing in a casino is banned in Monaco if you're from Monaco. So people from Monaco are not allowed to play in the casinos if they're from Monaco. That makes no sense. But World Market has Tim Tams cookies from Australia. There we go. There's a start. So far we got kangaroo and Tim Tams. Hopefully by the end of this live stream, we will have an entire list. So I asked, what do you guys think? You think I'm thinking do the adult beverage, then right afterwards do the soft drink, and then spend the rest of the time going to the box, because we're probably not going to finish going to the box. Like I said, there's something like 14 items in that box, so we probably won't get to all of them. But I figured that we could just kind of whittle our way through there and stop when we stop. So what do you guys think? Sound like a good idea? Sound like a plan? Anybody? Sounds good. All right. Janice thinks it sounds good. It sounds good to me too. All right, so let's go ahead and open our adult beverage. And this is 8 Ball Stout from Lost Coast Brewery. Lost Coast Brewery is from Eureka, California, which is in the northern California coast. It was founded by Wendy Pound and Barbara Groom in 1989. So 8 Ball Stout from Lost Coast Brewing. This is 5.8% by volume alcohol. It's I think it's smaller than most of the other ones that we've done. All righty, nephew Greg. The reason people in Monaco can't play in casinos is because of a moral policy from the 1850s. Yeah, but if it's a moral policy that, oh, we can't have people play in casinos, then why have the casinos? The morality goes out the window. If you're going to have people from other places, they're allowed to do things in the casino. But if you don't let your own people in there, it's kind of, I don't know, hypocritical. But, you know, it's not my country, so. Hey, I'm back in Ontario, Canada. Well, welcome back, John, both to Canada and to our live stream. Good to see you and glad you could make it. John, you didn't miss much. We're just about to open our adult beverage, and this is Lost Coast Brewery 8-Ball Stout. Richard Simmons, everybody. Hello, Donna. Donna Lauderdale has entered the room. Welcome, Donna. Glad you can make it. Smells like root beer. That is dark. That is dark and murky. 1 second, I'm going to close the door so I'm getting some spillover from sounds from the outside. And have non-copyrighted music on here, or copyrighted music, I'm sorry. Oh, forgot to ask a question. My bad, forgive me. The question is, what is a mycophile? Again, what is a mycophile? That's M-Y-C-O-P-H-I-L-E, for those of you who are Googling it. What is a mycophile? Not a microphile, a mycophile. Now, guess what I'm drinking today? I'm going to say you're drinking a Bud Ice. That's my guess, John. Bud Ice, or Bud Light Ice, or whatever it is that they call that. It's a dollar game. Is that dollar or dollar? That's creamy. Got a bite to it. It almost has like a licorice taste to it. Which isn't bad for me because I like licorice, but it's an odd flavor in a beer. I don't think they usually don't put ingredients. Displays a chocolate brown head. They're just talking about color with aromas of roasted barley. Okay, I'm getting that. Delivers a rich, full flavor with creamy oatmeal smoothness. I'm getting creaminess and subtle hop undertones. They're not really subtle. Enjoy as a meal. Okay, that's an odd meal. Do you microwave it or prepare it on the stove? I don't know. I like it. It's a stout, but it doesn't. I mean, it's not as sweet and sturdy as a stout, but it's pretty good. Greg, well, I raised my cup to you. I'm drinking coffee as well. So this is my morning coffee that's still left over. It's 6 a.m. Sunday. Oh, okay. It is 1:19 p.m. Pacific time. I'm correct. Woo! 10 points for Val. You know, it's funny because I just took a sip of the coffee and then I had some more of the beer, and the beer and the coffee pair really well. They really go well together. So yeah, thumbs up. I'm sorry, thumbs up. All right, let's go back to our question. And our question was, what is a mycophile? And let's see. Oh, maybe that's what John was saying. It's a Dola game. He's guessing. Mycophile is a Dola game. Did anybody guess? I thought I saw Janice guess. Oh, Greg Wells said Wild Mushroom Hunter. Janice said it's a person who likes mushrooms. I suppose those are both correct. It is a edible mushroom hunter, an edible mushroom hunter, as somebody who opposed to somebody who hunts inedible mushrooms. I guess it's a mushroom hunter. So you're both correct. 10 points each, or whatever. We don't do points anymore. Miguel Rangel is drinking a 211 Steel Reserve. I still have to do that malt beverage review, or malt beverage. I think it's probably best to do it as an episode as opposed to a live stream, because who knows, by the time I reach the 5th or 6th one, I may not be in any condition to finish a live stream. So there we go. Airplane food absolutely sucks these days. I suppose it depends on the airline that you're on, John. I was on, I think I posted it. I was on Avianca flying either flying to or from Colombia. I can't remember which. And I did an episode. Janice, do me a big favor. See if you can find the episode where I did airline food on Avianca, and you can see what Avianca is serving people for airline food. But John, I think for the most part, I would agree. I'm not sure what they're eating in first class, or if first class food is even good. I don't know, because I don't usually fly first class. But yeah, it's been a very, 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 very long time since I've had anything decent on an airplane. So, and next time we go, we're flying. We're going to be flying next month sometime to go to Oregon. But it's only like a 2.5-hour flight, so I don't think they're going to serve food. So I might not do that. Well, Greg, magic mushrooms are edible, I guess. They won't kill you if you eat them. They'll do a number on your brain, but they won't kill you if you eat them. So maybe magic mushrooms are in the same category. I don't know. It's a good question. More chest bush, more viewers. So more cleavage. You have to do more cleavage. Always cracked me up. I always thought, like, I still am like a couple of followers away on Instagram from 1,000. And I often thought, maybe if I just had cleavage, and I did one of those things where, one of these things where, I'm holding the food right here, maybe I would have more followers on Instagram. I don't know. Let's see what I have. It's still hovering around the same, I think. 995. That's actually down. I have fewer followers now. So 995. Pretty close to 1,000. Close, but no cigar. There we go. Thank you very much, Janice. So Janice posted a link for the Avianca airline food episode. So John King, enjoy. And you can see if maybe what you ate was better or worse. Val, someone called me. Could you repeat the word for me? Or maybe Janice can tell me. I didn't mention the word yet, Joshua. I didn't realize you were in the room. So welcome, Joshua. And by the way, Europrop is back. I was talking to you, Europrop. I was basically, answering your question and everything without acknowledging the fact that you're back, that we have not seen you in a while. And welcome back. It's good to see you again. Glad you could make it. The link. I don't know the exact link, but it is Val _Trippy Food, and Trippy Food is all one word. Val _Trippy Food on Instagram. So that's the IG link. Europrop. Janice, if you want to find that and put that up there, that's fine. I don't know how to do that on the PC. Put some hot chicks in your thumbnail. I could do that, but then I'd be like a creepy old grandpa, I think. Let's see. Oh, Ice Hand is snuck in the room. Welcome, Ice Hand. Glad you make it. It's picking up now. Now we got a party. It's picking up. Some of the food tasted rancid. It's not good. It's probably not rancid, John, but it's not good. It's probably like cooked and then frozen, like overcooked and then frozen and then thawed and microwaved and everything. It's not good. It's just not good. All right, the after hours stream. That's right. Trippy food all night. Beer was a thumbs up. And as I promised, we will do our soft drink next so that we get those out of the way and then we just go through our snack box. So there we go. Oh, thank you, Janice. Janice put up the Instagram link for anybody who's interested in our Instagram feed. So we try to put. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We will be on Twitch at some point in time, and I try to do different content for all those. Some of them are the same, but I try to do different content for all those. So I watch most stuff after live, being a U-tard, sadly. I'm not 100% sure about that, but puke lasagna. John, you gotta add a little bit more. Oh, that's what you had. That's what they served you. Puke lasagna on the plane. Yeah, lasagna is a cop out because you just throw some stuff together. You can call it lasagna. It doesn't have to be. So puke lasagna, puke agna. Yeah, it's hard to say. Puke lasagna, I think. Lasagna. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's ask another question, and then we will open up our soft drink. And the question is, what type of star is awarded to restaurants where the food is of exceptional quality? Again, what type of star is awarded to restaurants where the food is of exceptional quality? We'll stick that over there, and we will go to our beverage. And this is from Jones Soda. Jones Soda was originally founded as the Urban Juice and Soda Company by Peter Van Stolk in Vancouver, BC in 1995. In 2000, they changed their name to Jones Soda Company. Same company, they just changed their name because the soda was taking off and was a more popular product. And they changed the name of the company to Jones Soda, and they moved their headquarters to Seattle, Washington in 2000. So we are trying Jones Special Release Hatch Chili and Lime. Now, ironically, I think Tom did a review of this earlier this week. I saw he did a review of it. I try not to watch other channels' reviews of stuff if I'm going to be doing it, because I just don't want it to, I know a lot of other people do watch other channels. I've even heard Matt say, "Oh, I saw on Dal's channel he did this and he thought blah blah." But I don't even like to put my mind in that, to accidentally be inspired by watching the other channel. So I'll watch it afterwards. But unfortunately, I didn't even realize I was going to be doing this. But I just happened to be in Ralph's, which is our Kroger store, and I saw this sitting on the shelf, and I go, "That looks really interesting. I got to try that," even though I had already watched Tom's review. So there we go. Do you like Crystal hot sauce? Is Crystal a brand? I'm not familiar with it. I mean, I love hot sauces, but I'm not familiar with the brand name called Crystal. Or are you talking about it's made with crystals or something? I just bought that soda for review. Well, Janice, then maybe you don't want to watch me drink this. I don't know. No, you're probably okay. All right. Yes, Janice is a pro mod. Janice is the best. Speaking of the video, did it get solved? I don't want to jinx it. I have not seen it flicker, but I've been busy, doing other stuff. You guys let me know if you see it flicker. I have not seen it flicker. I think we did resolve it, but I did a bunch of things. First of all, the laptop monitor that has the camera on top of it was moved close to the other monitor, and maybe there was some interference from that other monitor. I plugged it into its own channel. I unplugged everything I didn't need. I killed all programs that I didn't need. I unplugged the headset. I loaded new drivers and everything. Could be any one of those things. It just could have been a fluke. I don't know. But hopefully this will hold out and we won't have the flashing and stuff going on. So you guys let me know if you see it and I miss it. Let me know. Crystal is a Louisiana style hot sauce. Well, I like Louisiana hot sauce, the brand Louisiana brand hot sauce. I like that hot sauce. Louisiana hot sauce, like when Louisiana hot sauces, like even Tabasco, are generally thinner. Tabasco is made with a very, very specific pepper. Tabasco pepper that is grown only on Avery Island in Louisiana. So that makes a lot of people, especially like a lot of pepperheads who like the really hot stuff, they kind of turn their nose up at Tabasco. Tabasco is a nice utility hot sauce, and it has its places where it's really, it's really useful. A lot of those other, like I would say, like Valentina is probably like that, or Tapatio is like that. There's probably a couple other ones too that are kind of like that. They're very thin, They're very thin. They're not extremely spicy. They are vinegar based, but they don't have like a strong vinegar taste and everything. And they're pretty good. But I like a hot sauce that's so good that you could eat a spoonful of it. Like my favorite's going to be the Secret Aardvark. I think it's my favorite. And lately I've gotten into their hotter ones and the more advanced ones. Like they have a ghost pepper one, they have a Carolina Reaper one, and everything. But I don't know. I can't think of like a hot sauce that I think that's terrible and I'll never eat that again. I'm not crazy about the hot sauces that Taco Bell uses. I just, they're not really good. They don't have a lot of flavor. They're really kind of weak. So that I'm not crazy about. But anyways, Val, would you eat roasted maggots with gravy? Yeah, sure. That sounds good. I want to put something else in it, not just roasted maggots with it. Like put the maggots in something, like maybe like roasted maggots on a baked potato with gravy. I think would be really, really good. I think it would be really tasty because those roasted maggots would almost give it like a bacony flavor. I think that would be really good, John. As a matter of fact, why don't you, John, put that in on our suggestion box, which is on our community page. On the community page, go to the main YouTube channel page and click on the community tab and find the posting there for our suggestion box and put that in there. That sounds like it would be really good. Roasted maggots with gravy, but on something like potatoes or something. Yeah, put that in there. That sounds good. That sounds interesting. Is worth trying. Speaking of our community page and the suggestion box, there's one coming up shortly. Let's see. Did I already post that one? Is that one scheduled? I don't know when it's scheduled. I'm going to try to schedule that soon. But we're already doing one, and I want to say it was. I'm trying to remember who it was. I want to say it was Miguel Rangel suggested that we do a bondegi ceviche, and we did that. So we did film that, and that's going to come up. No, hello. I'll get to it, Duncan. I promise. Hold on one second. Let me finish my thought. So we have those, and any of those ones that we're going to do as an episode, we're going to call it viewer's choice. And so we have a viewer's choice coming up. And I think it was Miguel Rangel. Miguel, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that suggested that we do the bondegi ceviche, and we are going to be doing that. All right. Let's see. What did I miss? I think a TV dinner review would fit in great with your lives, never-ending content. Oh, that would be interesting, just to do the whole TV dinner as a review. The problem is that most of the TV dinners now come in plastic trays, which you can microwave, and I don't have a microwave oven. But I am planning on making a TV dinner. I'm recreating the patio Mexican TV dinner from the 1960s and 1970s. It's not around anymore. The company's long gone. They don't even make it anymore. But I'm recreating it based on what I remember that being like. Maybe that one. Maybe we would do that one. Do you think? So, what do you think? Do you think that would be a better lot to do as a live stream, or you think that would be just a good episode to do like that? Because what I'm doing is I'm assembling it. I'm going to freeze it and then put it in the oven, because that's what you did back then. It came frozen. So I'm not just going to cook it and then eat it. I have to do it the right way, which is to freeze it, then put it in the oven to heat it up, and then eat it on a TV tray too. So let me know what you think. So, anyways, now we're back to Duncan Spencer. Welcome, Duncan. Now, Duncan, did you mention anything that I missed, or would you just say hello? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, long time. Oops, Val. Hi, Janice. All right. So I didn't miss answering any of your questions, but I didn't miss greeting you. So welcome, Duncan Spencer. Good to see you again. Glad you could make it. Let's see. King Ghost, you have to go to the community page, scroll to the comments in the section box, just add your comment. Oh, thank you, Icehan, for helping out there. Can you do a link? Let me see. I think you might be able to do a link there. Hang on. Let me see if I can do that. I will do the link. Can I share that? Let's see. Here we go. I can. Oh no, I can't. I can post it. I can share it as a post, but I can't. I can't do a link from it. I can't. Well, hang on. Edit and delete. Let's see. Can I edit it? I can't. All right. Unfortunately, I can't. I cannot. But it is. It's in the community tab, and that's the best I can do for the time being. So there we go. Let's see what I miss. Buzz Lightyear is here. Welcome. No Tom tonight? Not yet. He may come in. I don't know. We were originally going to do part 2 of the radio show, but one of the other actors could not make it, so we postponed that. I didn't hear he wasn't going to live stream tonight, so I don't know. He may. Oh, Janice, how did you do that? I can't do that. How did you do that? I'm glad you did. So John King Janice posted the link for the community page for the suggestion box on the community page. So there it is. 2 big stab of microwave oven. Boomer. No, I just, it's funny because when you say boomer, because growing up, that was before a lot of people had microwave ovens. They were really, really expensive when they first came out. Well, I think they're older than that. I think like some restaurants had them and everything, but most people didn't have them in their house. And even when it first came out, like I remember back in the 70s, they were really expensive. 70s and 80s. They started coming down in the 80s. Now they're pretty cheap. There's no reason not to have one. So I don't know why we don't. It's just that I heat stuff up on the stove or in the oven. So yeah. But you got the boomer part right. I am a boomer. Oh, let's see. Wow, really busy, Val. Cool. I'm glad you got more viewers. Me too. Thank you, Duncan. Now, let's work on Instagram. Not overly concerned about Twitter at this point in time. Twitter is kind of like a cesspool. The Facebook page is doing okay, I suppose. Oh yeah, we got. I forgot we do TikTok as well. We have TikTok as well. So if you guys want to follow on TikTok or whatever they call that when you're doing that on TikTok, that would be fine. Yeah, I don't know where Tom is. Hopefully he'll show up soon. I have, like I said, I have not heard that he is not going to be available today. Janice is so quick. Janice Yamanaka, best mod ever. I agree, Janice. I mean, Greg, sorry. Janice running his show. Janice she's on top of it. She's worth everything I'm paying her for this. Copy and paste is your friend. That's right. I hate microwave. Yeah, the thing about microwave is it cooks differently. You have to learn how to use it properly, because you can really mess up food in a microwave oven. Some food is designed to be made in a microwave oven. Like when I do the instant ramen, like a lot of people, they just put water in the thing, put it in the microwave oven and do it that way. I just heat the water up in the teapot and then do the water in the, that kind of thing. So, there we go. Invented during World War II. Yeah, I know it's been around for a while, Ice Hand, but I didn't remember exactly when. Early models were called radar ranges. Yeah, sort of like that running joke on Airplane, the movie Airplane. Check the radar range. No, another couple of minutes. So that was funny. Let's see. Did I miss anything? No, yes, I did. I missed Grubwarp walking into the room. Welcome, Grubwarp. Glad you could make it. It's a party now. It's starting to pick up. Nice. All right. So we were going to do our asked our question, and we were going to do our soft drink, which again is Jones Special Release Hatch Chili and Lime Soda. So what did I do with Richard Simmons? Here he is. I'm trying to think if we ever did it. We did a Jones Soda review. That was probably back around 2017, 2018. Did a Jones Soda review when they did the pumpkin pie. I can't remember. It was a pumpkin something one that we did. I think we might have maybe done one more. No smell. Interesting. Air fryers are a somewhat new thing. Somebody look that up for me and see when air fryers first came out, because it seems to me like they've only been around for, I would say, less than 10 years. Less than 10 years, but it doesn't seem like they've been around for a long time. They may have been. I just don't know. Is that soda from Davy Jones's locker? No, it's not, because Davy Jones' locker is still locked. Speaking of Davy Jones, I don't know if I shared this story with you guys, um, but somebody was asking. I'm trying to remember where it was. Somebody was asking about celebrities, like which celebrities did you think were really nice when you met them, and which celebrities did you think were really not nice when you met them? And so there's a list. There's a list of people. The list of people that were not nice is much shorter than the list of people who were nice. And there's some people who were exceptionally nice, like Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke was like the nicest guy in the world. Harrison Ford was nice, just nice. Anthony Bourdain, not nice. But you mentioned David Jones or Davy Jones, and Davy Jones of the Monkees, not nice. So actually, I can't even really fairly say that I met him. So I was there was a concert. It was Davy Jones, and headlining was Chubby Checker. And Davy Jones was sitting at the merch table afterwards, signing things for people. And if you remember the scene in Galaxy Quest, where Tim Allen's character never looked up, just took the things, signed it, and slid it back. Took the thing, slid it, signed it, and slid it back. Never looked up. That was Davy Jones. And then in the middle of it, while there was still a line, he just got up and walked away. And then one of his handlers said, "Mr. Jones is done for now, everybody. Thank you for coming." I'm like, really? Wow. Which was a very, very stark contrast to Chubby Checker, who did the same thing afterwards. Not the same thing that Davy Jones did, but the meet and greet kind of thing afterwards at his merch table. First of all, he came out in a bathrobe, and then he would tell people, "Hey, what's your name? Hey, come on back here. Let's get a picture." Stuff like that. And then at one point in time, the people from the park came up to him and said, "Mr. Checker," because they don't know his name is Ernest Evans. "Mr. Checker, we're going to be closing the park, so we need to go." And he said, "I'm not leaving until everyone in this line has had a chance to meet me." So I thought that was pretty cool. Really nice guy. There we go. Nick Cave from the Bad Seeds, as much as I love him, is an absolute a-hole. I've never met him, but I will take your word for it. Let's see. Hey, quick question, Val. You hang about the odd time with reckless eating. Yeah. Whatever happened to Sean? Oh, Sean moved to Tennessee, Nashville. Sean moved to Nashville. That was I want to say it's going on a couple of years now. So obviously he's not doing. I was under the impression that he was going to be filming things for Reckless Eating while he was in Nashville, and he really hasn't. And I think he had his own channel going, but he really hasn't been contributing a lot to that either. So I don't know. I guess he, life happened and he got really busy and he didn't really have time for it. But I don't recall him ever doing a Reckless Eating episode while he was there. Now, I would say that there was several Reckless Eating episodes that they filmed when Matt and Chris and Nando and maybe a couple of other people, a couple of the crew, the Reckless Eating crew went to Nashville to Sean's wedding. And while they were there, they went to a couple of different places, and Sean was in some of those videos. But other than that, he lives in Nashville right now. Maybe when he comes out here, they'll do something. Maybe if Matt goes back there, they'll do something. But in general, hasn't really been doing too much. Reckless Eating is kind of changing a lot because a lot of the people don't have time to do it anymore. A lot of what they used to be able to do on YouTube, they can't do anymore. So he's changing things up a little bit, and he's doing more, more innovative content. And so he's doing fewer of them. So before it was like, I think he was doing like several a day. Now he's doing fewer things because he's trying to make it like interesting and everything. So they're just changing based on A, the people who are watching, and B, or who are left, and B, the constraints of the YouTube thing. We've never had a problem with YouTube because we've just abided by the terms of service, and we never had a problem. So we don't vomit, we don't chug, we don't do any of that stuff. So we never had to take any videos down. So we're lucky in that sense, and that's kind of like, as you guys know, we try to be a family-friendly channel, not a family channel, not a kids channel, nothing like that. But we're a family-friendly channel, so you can watch a live stream, or you can even watch any of our episodes with your kids and not have to answer any embarrassing questions or anything like that, or or go, oh my God, don't look at that, or even yourself be disgusted by it. Maybe by what we're eating, but not by necessarily by what we're doing. So we never really had a problem with that. So yeah, that's kind of that. Let's see. I missed a lot of stuff, I think. Let's see. Sean moved out of state. Yes, I said that is correct. So that's what we just said. Greg Wes was talking about what a jerk Nick Cave is. Out of California, he used to do videos. Yeah, he's not any. I was under the impression, I think Matt told me that when he moved to Nashville, he was going to be doing reckless eating videos in Nashville for them. He hasn't. So, like I said, life took over. Kramer from Seinfeld, Michael Richards, also a weirdo a-hole. He was on breakfast radio in Australia yesterday. It was cringeworthy. Yeah, Greg, he's done some cringeworthy stuff here in the States too, Greg. Can I disappear and forever non-existent? No, you can't disappear. You can go away, but you don't disappear, because if you look in the mirror, you'll still see your reflection. So you won't disappear. You also can't be non-existent unless you cease to exist, and that's difficult to do. So, John, you cannot. Now, John? That having been said, did you say something or ask something that I missed because I was busy yapping? Oh no, you asked that again previously. Or Val, put it in the dollar suggestion box. Maybe that's what you were saying, and we don't have a dollar suggestion box, so that's probably why it looked like I was ignoring that. I wasn't. We just don't have a dollar suggestion box. Reckless eating was hardcore back in the day. They were. But again, YouTube changed the terms of service, and their videos, the videos got. I don't know if they got taken down or YouTube made them take them down, but they had to take a whole bunch of stuff down. Now, my understanding is that they're filming some stuff. They're refilming some stuff, but they're putting it on Patreon. So, like, I know they're doing some stuff with like Chris. Chris has been able to come back to do some stuff, and they've been doing more stuff with Chris, but they're filming it specifically for Patreon because it's like chugging and stuff that they'll never be able to put on YouTube. So, yeah, stuff like that. It was the Wild West of YouTube. Well, YouTube was the Wild West back then, back in the time of, it's a double rainbow. What could it mean? You're here forever, part of the Matrix. Oh my God, you mean that there's something else going on outside this? I should have taken the red pill or the blue pill. I don't remember. It's been a while since I saw that. Let's see. Okay, fantastic. Ghost most of the time. Now, John, let's be fair. You said, Greg, sometimes I feel like a ghost most of the time for some reason. You put the word ghost in your name. What do you expect to happen? Hey, Andrew Smith is here. Good evening to one and all from West Yorkshire. Hope you are well. Sorry I'm late. I've been watching a local band. Well, and Andrew, you were never too late. We still have an hour and 20 minutes left, something like that. We have plenty of time. We're just getting started. As a matter of fact, I'm busy talking and we haven't gotten to the stuff. So I'm surprised Janice hasn't. Janice says, are you ever going to drink the soda? Thank you, Janice. Keeping me on track. Welcome, Andrew. Glad you could make it. Don't do that, Chris. Stupid. Yeah, but they're filming new Don't Do That, Chris. They just filmed one. I don't know if it got released yet. Maybe it was on Patreon, and it will be released on YouTube. But I thought I saw it on YouTube this morning. It was Don't Do That, Chris, and it was dipping Oreos in beer. I think it was. So. Val, is Tom all right? I'm concerned. I was concerned last time, John, but it seemed like he had to go somewhere that was 300 miles away, and that's why he wasn't on the live stream. So I always assume that he's all right until he tells me, Val, serious trouble, or God forbid his wife calls and says, hey, something's up with Tom or something. So I think, oh wait, there he is. There is. It's almost as if it's so funny because John says, is Tom all right? And then 2 lines down, Tom goes, there's no need to fear. Old guy is here. Chris had some hard times with family. I hope he is okay. Sounds like he's coming in. Yeah, that and work, Greg. He's been busy a lot with work. So isn't that funny? It's like you would think that maybe people would be asking us on a reckless eating live stream, but as long as I have the answers and can help out, glad to do so. Don't take the brown acid, man. It's bad. Let's see. Tom, we wonder where we were. Tom was worried for nothing. Tom can straighten all that out. That's fine. Yes, Duncan Spencer, Oreos and beer. Tom is still having a chuckle over your rap session. Oh, that's funny. was visiting Mrs. Old Guy's father. See, I told you. I told you. Don't worry until it's time to worry. All right, everybody, we're all caught up. We're all caught up. Janice, we're all caught up. Thank you for keeping me in line. We're going to try the Jones soda, which is probably hot now. No smell. Oh, I actually poured it in the glass. It's kind of a weird color. Light green. Very artificial looking. I breathed that. Ooh. Ooh. Tom, I was just mentioning before I started this that I saw that you had reviewed this, and I didn't have a soft drink to do, and I just happened to be going through Ralph's, and I saw this on the shelf, and I didn't have a soft drink, and I go, I got to do that. So this is one of the few times that I've actually watched somebody else review this, and then still ended up doing it anyway. So. That's flat. It's really flat. It's not good. Now, also, in big letters here, Hatch chili, right? But then if you look over here, it says very mild. And it is very mild. There's no heat. There's a little bit. It's almost like a ginger ale heat, though. It's very much like a ginger ale heat. That's why I did that cough, because it kind of went to the back of my throat. There's no real burn per se. It's very thin. It's not really sweet. It's only 100 calories. It's not a lot for a soda. And it has cane sugar in it, though. So it must be just very lightly sugared, because for it to have 100 calories and only have cane sugar in it, it has citric acid in it. I can taste that. I mean, I'm getting that the tang from the citric acid. I'm not getting a lot of flavor. So I don't know if I got like a bad batch, because again, it's flat. It almost has like those what do you call that? It's almost like the nitrogen bubbles that kind of taste a little flat, like when you do the nitro sodas and stuff. It's almost like a nitro soda where it's kind of flat. Or tastes flat. Carbonated water. Citric acid, natural flavors. So it has natural flavors. You have Hatch chili. It's just really not okay. There's a little bit of that kind of roasted chili flavor on the end, but not a lot. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of lacking in flavor. What flavor it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be Hatch chili and lime. Now they're mimicking the lime with citric acid. I'm getting the citric acid flavor, but not so much a lime flavor. That's kind of an odd one. I'm not really impressed with it. It needs more. It needs more Hatch chili flavor. It needs more burn. It needs more carbonation. I'm going to kind of give that it's not terrible. I'm going to give it a thumbs down trending upward, or a thumbs in the middle trending downward, wherever one you look at that. It could be a lot better. So, yeah, there we go. Hey, Jessica Stanton. I missed Jessica Stanton coming into the room. I also missed Jared Tierno coming into the room. Welcome, both of you. Glad you guys can make it. You've been absent, but you're back. That's all that counts, Jessica. We're glad you can make it. Thank you for coming back. What flavor? Let's see. Got everything? How about raw egg soda? Raw egg soda. Would that work? I don't know if how well that would work, John, because of the viscosity of the egg. Like you would have. I imagine you're talking it would have the egg white and the egg yolk together, but you still have to water that down somewhat to be able to make it into a soda, because there's just no way you're going to be able to carbonate that. Just egg, nothing but egg. You'd have to mix it with something, and I wouldn't say milk, because who drinks a carbonated milk? Except maybe you. I don't know, John. That's not a hard no, but it is something that sounds like it would be very difficult to pull off, I think. So The one I had was lower carbonated, but not flat. It also had the chili flavor. Maybe try another ball. Maybe that's what it is. But it's a little bit disappointing. I was expecting it to be like, I've had some jalapeno flavored sodas that that kind of had the flavor of jalapeno, like the Rocket Fizz ones. I think there's 3 Rocket Fizz ones, and I think they even have like a Carolina Reaper soda and everything, and that's just hot. That doesn't have a lot of Carolina Reaper flavor. The jalapeno one I thought did have some jalapeno flavor. This one just needs to step up the chili flavor and needs to have more bubbles. But so that's why I kind of wasn't really overly impressed with that. But like you said, Tom, maybe I got a bad batch. So there we go. Call it the Rocky Egg Soda. Oh no, I was going to say it was sort of like an egg cream, but an egg cream doesn't have egg in it, and it doesn't have cream in it.
Okay, I found this on the web for sort of like an egg cream, banana cream. Check it out.
Now Siri decides it wants to tell me what an egg cream is. That's fun. One I had was lower. Let's see. Did I miss anything here? Wrong again. I had the tiger. So what I missed? Jessica, we've been doing a lot of talking and not a lot of eating, so you didn't miss a whole lot. So far you've missed us do our adult beverage, which is the 8-Ball Stout, the Lost Coast Brewery 8-Ball Stout, and the Jones Special Release Hatch Chili and Lime Soda. So that's what you've missed so far. What about Smelly Socks flavored soda? You know what? I'll bet you Lester Fixins has something like that. But they're never what it like. They have a dirt one and stuff like that. It's not. They don't make it with dirt. They just call it that. So I suppose they could. What about now? Sort of along those lines, John. Hear me out on this. How about a Limburger soda? Limburger soda. So that kind of covers your smelly socks, but it sounds like it might be doable. So I think what you'd have to do is you would have to take water and soak the Limburger cheese in the water, and then filter the water so that you just have the water left after it's been sitting in the cheese, and then carbonate that. I think that would work. But yeah, Tom, we were talking about George and Pudgy before you came in, so people were asking about it, and I was asking how many people watched it, and they said that they enjoyed it. They thought it was fun and and funny. So yeah, glad we could do that, and also mentioned that we're off tomorrow, but we're gonna do part 2 next week. Let's see. What else? Have you tried mac and cheese ice cream already? I have not. I have not been able to find it, Jessica. I know that Van Leeuwen did a mac and cheese ice cream, but I've not been able to find that. Now, I have to admit, though, when I've gone to the Van Leeuwen scoop shop in Van Nuys, they might have it, and I just wasn't looking hard enough there. But I can go back there. The thing about Van Leeuwen ice cream is they have it in several stores. I know they have it at Vaughn's Pavilion. They carry it at Walmart. I haven't seen it at a lot of other stores, but I knew they do carry it at some other stores. But they only carry certain ones, the ones that they push out to the stores. There's some that they just don't carry there. Like for instance, if you had watched, I think it was last week, we did the malted milkshake and French fry ice cream. That's only available at one of the scoop shops. There are scoop shops in. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's scoop shops in Los Angeles, New York, Denver, and Hawaii, I think. And if you go into the scoop shops, you can get stuff that's unique there, like the what was the onion one? The glass onion one. The glass onion one was only available at scoop shops. So it's possible that they also have some of the old ones that are retired. So they might have the mac and cheese one there, Jessica. Jessica, do me a big favor. Go to our suggestion box. Janice put a link farther up, but if you want to, you can just go to our main YouTube page and go to the community tab, and under the community tab, we have our suggestion box. So put that in the suggestion box, and I will go back to the Van Leeuwen scoop shop and see if I can find the mac and cheese ice cream. And worst case, I'll make it. I got to get an ice cream maker. That's it. I got to just get an ice cream maker so I can make my own crazy ice creams. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get an ice cream maker. So, yeah, Christmas is coming up, guys. Ice cream maker for Uncle Val. All right, I'm drinking cider. Are you talking about hard cider, Duncan Spencer? Val, great brains think alike. Yes, they do. Sometimes not so great brains think alike too, but it's okay. I'll take it. Missed it. I was work. We'll watch it before your stream today. Oh, okay, cool. Japanese usually do a great job creating the actual flavor of things. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Americans don't. They like to do things the cheap way. Magner's cider. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that a hard cider? The new rage is vegetable variants of ice cream, like broccoli ice cream. That could work. Let's see. Have I had a vegetable ice cream? Tomato ice cream, that would work. I would say the oddest ice cream I had was probably oyster ice cream. No, I take that back. The oddest ice cream I ever had was, they called it Dracula's blood pudding. This was at Salt and Straw in Portland, Oregon, and Dracula's blood pudding actually had pork blood in it. I might have an episode. Of that. So Janice, do me a big favor. See if you can find a Salt and Straw episode that we did where we tried some of their ice cream, and one of them was that one with pork blood. I think we did the one with pork blood. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I know we did a flight of their Thanksgiving ice cream. So they were like mashed potato ice cream and turkey ice cream. They were disgusting. And I know we did the one with the bugs in it. And we did that. But I'll put in the suggestion of both ice cream and mac and cheese. I think it's going to ruin both my favorite foods. I don't know, because like I said, I think Van Leeuwen actually did that. And I'll try to find out if they still have that. I can't believe how many flavors of Kit Kat you guys have. I'm very jealous. Don't be so jealous. They're not all that great. It's like a 4.6 ABV. Oh, that's kind of low. What is this? The 8-Ball Stout that I'm drinking is 5.8, which is not. It's sort of average. Maybe it's a little bit higher than average, because usually average is about 5. How about puke soda? Again, I think it might be one of those Lester Fixins ones, but you don't want to actually use real puke because it's a biohazard, and people can get sick or die. In our Sydney Chinatown, there are many pork blood soups you can discover. Have yet to have one. Oh, also, if you get a chance, Greg, if you can find it, go to a Filipino restaurant and see if you can find dinuguan. It's Dineguan, I believe is how it's spelled. And dinuguan is a stew made from pork blood that's really, really good. So, Greg, if you could see if you can find a Filipino restaurant, see if they have dinuguan, and if they do, definitely try that. I recommend it. So. What about the snacks? Yeah, we're getting there. We're talking. I'm trying to engage with you guys, because that to me is the big thing. It's like we're breaking bread together. Well, not together, because I don't know if you guys are eating, but we're having snacks and having some beverages together and everything. But the key thing for me is that we're having a conversation, and I think that's the key thing. That's the thing I like about doing the live stream. Can't have a conversation on an episode, right? I can eat these things in an episode. It's just me talking to the camera. And you listening to the video, but here it's I get to interact with you guys and everything. So sometimes it gets away from us. Sometimes. Now, to be fair, again, this box has about 14 items in it, and I didn't think we were going to be able to get to them all anyway. So if we do some talking and we don't get to as many snacks as we normally get to, that's okay, because like I said, we got the box and we'll just keep eating out of the box until we get to the end of the box. And if we have to do a part 2, we'll do a part 2. So there we go. I hope that's okay with you guys. I mean, that's kind of my philosophy. It's like I like the back and forth. I like the discussions that we're having. I like being able to talk with you guys and have you guys talk back with me. I like that, and I think that's more engaging. And if we can do some other stuff in the meantime, and you guys can watch me do some stuff, then that's cool too. But I don't want to say like, all right, guys, we're not going to have any interaction or anything while I sit and eat the food. I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss that part of it. Got to be able to strike some kind of balance. And it doesn't sound like I'm doing a good job of it right now. I'm just busy yapping. So I will get on with it. The Taco Bell sauce is awesome. The fire one, I don't know about awesome. I guess if you don't compare it to other ones, it's awesome. Otherwise, it's okay. I usually go with the Diablo because I like hot, but and even the Diablo is not that hot. But kind of go with a Diablo when they have it. Sometimes they don't. Let's see. Write to Jelly Belly and ask them to buy a box of the puke flavored beans. Can you do that, Tom? Can you just buy the single flavors? Like the liquor guy, put them in carbonated water and see if anything interesting happens. Oh, that would work. The only problem with putting it in carbonated water is once you open that carbonated water, the bubbles start being released, and by the time you're ready to drink it, it might not be carbonated anymore. So what you might do is take the water from that and then put it in a soda stream, maybe. I'm trying to remember how the soda stream works. So I think you can do that. I think if it's mostly water, you just take it, you put it in the soda stream thing. That might work. That might work, Tom. Yeah, because you don't want to use real puke. It's a biohazard. It would not work. Another one, have you tried Pepsi Peeps? Any of Mike's? Jessica, we did a Pepsi. I think I want to say that we did Pepsi Peeps for this Easter, this past Easter episode. I think we did Pepsi Peeps. I have a case of Pepsi Peeps because I just wanted one, and they didn't have the individual bottles. I had to buy a whole case. So now I have a box of Pepsi Peeps, or carton, I guess, not a case, but a carton. I have a carton of the Pepsi Peeps just sitting up in the cabinet because I'm not going to drink them. And so, yeah, we did try Pepsi Peeps. So we did have an episode. Again, I want to say maybe it was Easter or slightly before Easter we did that one, but we did. I have not tried any of Mike's. You're talking about Mike's lemonades. I've not tried any of Mike's lemonades. Maybe that's worth doing a tasting of some different Mike's brands, because we're planning on doing a what do we call that? Like a malt beverage. A malt beverage tasting, and maybe we do a hard lemonade tasting as well. Val, can you send me a peach cobbler? No, you would not want me to send you a peach cobbler. A, because how would I send that? And B, by the time it got to you, it would not be edible, I think. I like 8-Ball Stout. Yeah, I like it too. It's not my favorite stout because I'm a big fan of stouts, but it's pretty good, Miguel. So I'm with you there. My head hurts. Your head hurts. I'm trying to keep up here. Yes, Jelly Belly do make disgusting bean packs. It's like a dare. Pretty sure Reckless Eating have done it many times. Oh, cool. Okay, I've seen the Bean Boozled, and in the Bean Boozled ones, they mix it up, so you don't know which one you're getting. But I didn't know they would sell you just the plain one, because my problem with Bean Boozled is I think I did it like 3 times before I got a bad one. And the thing about getting a bad one is it was bad, but it wasn't like people's reaction, like, oh my God, oh, that's disgusting. It was like it's bad. It was just kind of bad. Wasn't very edible. Is there a quiz? Yeah, I asked a question a while ago. I have not got to. That was weird. I have not got back to answering that. I did the same thing, Peeps. We got a 12-pack, finished them, but we didn't like it. Yeah, exactly. Gonna find some sort of use for Pepsi Peeps, but like I said, I've got like still a case of them and nothing to do with them. Thank you very much, Janice. Janice just posted the link for the Pepsi Peeps episode. So who's asking that? Jessica? Yeah, Jessica. Janice just put up the link for our Pepsi Peeps episode, so check that out. All right, so we did our Jones Soda. I was not overly impressed. I will take Tom's advice, and I will try another bottle at another time and see if it helps. But time to do something stupid. So we get that, and I'm not gonna ruin another glass. I'm just gonna pour that in there. Ooh, that doesn't smell good. Janice is on top of it, Greg. That's not horrible. It's an odd taste. It's weird, and I don't know if it's because there's effervescence in the beer, but it tastes fizzier drinking it with the beer and the Jones Soda mixed together. The heat's gone completely. The het chili flavor's gone completely. It tastes a little bit fruity. So I'm getting the citric acid or lime. They're saying lime, but it could be just plain citric acid. I'm getting that. It doesn't add anything and it doesn't take anything away. I'm going to say thumbs in the middle on that. So there we go. Let's go back to our question, which was like years ago. And our question was, what type of star is awarded to the restaurant where the food is of exceptional quality? I'm going to have to scroll a week back to find the guesses to that. Either that or I just say it and move on. I could do that because I can't find. It seemed to be like forever ago. It's a Michelin star, of course. It's a Michelin star. So there we go. All right, so now we're going to get into our snacks. So this is the box, and this was sent. This was sent to me as a Father's Day gift from Julie. Hey, where's Julie? Might break the space-time continuum. Yeah, I might. Three of us got it right. Okay, thank you, Greg. I could have like looked, but we would have been here all day. So glad we get. I don't get the question. The question was, what type of star is awarded to restaurants where the food is of exceptional quality? So they award a star, sort of like putting a star on your forehead. They just give it a star, and they call it a Michelin star. So the restaurant can hang a thing in the window, go, hey, we got 3 Michelin stars, something like that. So that's kind of how the Michelin star thing works. All right, so this is the box, and this is Bubsooboo's Wild Snacks. Now, Bubsooboo's Wild Snacks is basically, these are boxes that are put together by White Tulip Trading Company in Sheridan, Wyoming. And basically what they do is they import a bunch of Turkish snacks. So they're all from Turkey. They import a bunch of Turkish snacks, and then they assemble them in this box. They try to make it fun, so they put some kind of activities in there as well. They call this one, I think there's several boxes that are available, but this one is Bubsooboo's Wild Snack Midi International Snack Box. And I think Midi might be the size because they have some bigger ones and they have some smaller ones. So this is the Midi one. And again, this was sent to me by Julie for Father's Day. It looks like, I'm trying to figure out what that was. It looks like a drooling sloth with wings. Let's see if I can get that where you can see it. It looks like a drooling sloth with wings. And then there's some sort of like unicorn or horse activity or deer activity happening back here. But yeah, so this is Bubsooboo's Wild Snacks. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to dispense, if you guys are okay with that, because again, there's a lot of snacks to go through with and everything, and I don't want to have to stop in between to do the trivia questions. So if you guys don't mind, I will just bypass the trivia questions for the rest of this box. Is that okay with you guys? What do you think? Yes, no, yes or no? Let us know. Did I miss anything up here? Let's see. I know everyone want to have them make the series happen. So thumbs up for a vintage cup. Computer game series. This is the hook. Let's go. Let's go. You want something I reckon? What's the safest state in America? You don't know? I'd have to Google that. Texas? I doubt it. Greenland. Greenland's owned by Denmark. Well, actually, it used to be owned by Denmark. It might be autonomous now. I'm not sure. All right, so skip the questions. All right, good idea, Janice. I agree with you completely. So there's some paperwork in here. So this one gives you the nutritional facts of all the snacks that are in there. Let's see. Nothing over, like the highest one is 200 calories. And I could go through each one of these, but all it is like nutritional information. I don't really care too much. Let's see what's on this side. Oh, ingredients. This side, the ingredients of everything that's in the box. And this is listing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 items in the box. Well, 11 items listed here, but it might be more. Then this basically tells you, I kind of starts the game. Welcome to Bubsooboo's Fairyland, how to read the hints. Find the right snack for the journey. Be aware the actual product package may vary from the image. Let's see. Step 1. Step 2. Support kit is your best friend if you get thirsty during the journey. So your support kit is that you have on hand cold beverages, milk, coffee, tea, and Turkish coffee. Well, I'm out of luck because I don't have any Turkish coffee. Step 3, don't get lost. The stories about the snacks may help you find the right path. Step 4, survive the jungle. Rate your snacking journey on our social media accounts. Well, we might do that. So basically, they're listing, I think what it is they're listing the snacks in the order that you should eat them to make that path. But I'm not really seeing anything that makes it a game. These are just descriptive things. I'll read these descriptions as we go through them. But up at the top, it says the actual box content may vary. So if the actual box content may vary, if you're doing this as a game and it's supposed to be organized or anything, then all bets are off. Just hang on a second. I'm pouring myself some more beer here, so we can have that with our snack. Yeah, and some coffee too. And some coffee. Yeah, so that's what this is. This is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're listing 13. Oh, we sometimes include a mystery snack that is not on the leaflet or swap a listed snack with a new one. You are in luck if you have one. If not, try your chances next time. Oh, well, we'll know when we get to it. So I'm going to reference this when we get to each of the snacks to get a description of it and everything. But it seems like if we go out of order or anything, it really doesn't matter. So here are our snacks. Oh, also there's this little card, and this is a pop-up card. So here's the thing that cracks me up. So you see that this is flat. They give you some instructions on where to cut and then make it pop up. Well, here's the problem. They show scissors. Now, how are you going to get scissors into that? Because you're not putting scissors there. You're not putting scissors there. You're just putting scissors here. How are you going to do that? So I have a solution for that. And my solution is a piece of cardboard and an X-Acto blade. So we're gonna cut that out and assemble that because we're here to have fun. I'm here to have fun, and you're here to have fun. We're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna need plastic surgery to wipe the smiles off our faces. Well, got to look up and see if we missed anything though. Let's see. California is the safest state. I don't know, Miguel. And I bet you, depending on if you're gonna Google which is the safest state, there's a criteria. Like someone going to say, which is the safest state against violent crime, which is the safest state as far as, I don't know, whatever. So I don't know that there's really a good authority on that. We're just trying to make them all safe, I guess. Valerie suggests for next week live stream, make an avocado pie. That's more like a Tom thing. I'm not like the best person at baking stuff. Unless I eat an avocado pie, because it could be like a total fiasco. I don't know how it would work. It sounds good, sounds delicious, but do me a favor, John, put that in the suggestion box. I don't know how well that would do for a live stream, but I'm willing to try to do that for an episode. So put that in the suggestion box, and we'll try to make an avocado pie. Sounds good. Sorry, I got cut out. I meant to say let's make this vintage computer series with Val, Matt Zion, and Chuck Rowland. Thumbs up to who wants this to happen. Well, so help me out, Jessica, when you say this vintage computer series. What do you mean by a vintage computer series? Like we review vintage computers? To be fair, Matt and Chuck might not have had a lot of experience with vintage computers. I started out in working professional jobs at age 18, which was a long, long time ago, working on mainframe computers because there were no PCs back then. So I would call that a vintage computer, those vintage computers. So Jessica, I guess I need more detail on that, like what Matt does on Twitch. Yeah, but you mean vintage computer games? Are you talking about games, vintage computer games and everything? That would be awesome because I love some of those vintage games, like Duke Nukem and what else? Doom, Castlevania. Like the old NES games and stuff like that. So let me talk to Matt about that. That would be cool. That would make a good one. All right, I'm going to do the cutting here. I'm not going to take too long so we can actually get into our snacks, but I do want to kind of see how this looks when we do this. And it's part of the box, so, I'm going to have fun with it. I'm here to have fun, and you're here to have fun. And again, I think the X-Acto blade will work much better than scissors. Yeah, it's working so far pretty good. Unless, because I have this on over the touchpad on my laptop, and hopefully it won't go through and start cutting up the touchpad. Not that I use the touchpad. I hate touchpads. Here we go. Jessica, if you're ever on any of Matt's live streams, I would also suggest that you make that suggestion to him about doing the vintage. I'm assuming you mean vintage games, about doing the vintage games. Like I said, I would love doing that. I haven't played a lot of the new games. what would some of the other ones be? Like Mist, I guess, would be another one. Descent. Descent was a good one. I used to love just playing Descent. They had two. When they came up with the second Descent, I didn't like it so much because you spent a lot of time like flying in the starship or whatever, and not so much time battling minis. So I didn't like that one so much. I guess even the Flight Simulator would be considered a vintage one, right? Or Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt would be definitely be vintage. But you need to have that. You need to have that plastic light gun that came with the NES to do that. Did I miss anything? I think I got everything. Oh, this one, the top part, they want you to just cut. Can't be retro gaming. Still have my Atari 2600 and use it. Yeah, I got the NES, the original NES when it first came out. That was the early '80s, I think. But honestly, even before that, I had Pong. You guys remember Pong? Anyone remember Pong? I had Pong. That was, I mean, that was all it was. It basically attached to your TV set. I don't know if like if you could still use it like attached to the monitor. I don't know if that would work. What was the other one? ColecoVision. I had ColecoVision as well. Hey, Julie's in the league. Welcome. Like, well, actually, you didn't really miss too much of it. So I'm just getting started going through the Bubsooboo's Wild Snacks box that you sent me for Father's Day. So we've opened it. We've gone through a little bit of the documentation in it, and now we're doing this little stand-up card. So we haven't even started into the snacks. So you're just in time. I'm glad you can make it. All right. So this folds out. Let's see. Here we go. That folds out. My old school game was Temple of Asfi. I'm not sure what that one was. So I'm trying to remember which game system it was on, but there was Prince of Persia. And Allie, my other child, Allie used to like playing Prince of Persia, but what they liked doing is they liked having Aladdin, or whoever the Prince of Persia was, they liked having him being chomped by the chompers. So they would intentionally run him into the chompers or off the cliff, which I thought was pretty funny. Hours of mindless entertainment that was. Commodore 64. I don't remember having Commodore 64 though. I had NES. I had ColecoVision. Maybe it was on the computer. Maybe that's what it was. Zoo Tycoon. I don't remember that one. Or Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't remember those. How old are those? Let's see. Did I miss anything? Zombie survival games. Sims. Okay, I remember Sims. I don't remember playing it, but I remember that being out. I never played Sims. Then they kind of went in different directions with Sims. I think, didn't they? They had different types of Sims. I mean, like the original one was like you kind of like were a family or something. You had a house. You had a family in a house or something. I think that was the original Sims. Simpsons. While I agree that the X-Acto blade was a good idea for this, there's still some stuff I'm missing. So I apologize for that. But like I said, we want the whole experience. And if we don't get to everything in the box today, we will finish up next week. And if we have to supplement that with some other snacks, we'll do that too. We're almost done here, at least with this part of it. There we go. And there we go. Ooh, that can't be good. There we go. Of course, Val, I had one of the first. Oh, you had Pong as well. Could do tennis, handball, hockey, anything could do with just two paddles being controlled. Yeah, there was nothing earth-shattering there. Scott, where's Scott? Oh, there's Scott. Hey, Val and chat, hope you're doing great. We are now. Good to see you, Scott. Glad you could make it. Almost done with this here. Let's see. Need to pop up this little bush here with the bunnies. You guys hear that? That was a car. That happens here all the time. Cars going by really loud. Always wanting to find friends to play computer games with. Yeah, I don't know if there's a group that does stuff like that, like outside of, doing it on a live stream. But there's a lot of gamers that do like live streams. I know Rob Switch does some gaming, and I know there's a bunch of people out there that are doing gaming stuff. We have not, but doesn't mean we can't. All right, here we go. You guys didn't know that you were going to be like participating in art class, did you? Somebody told me, like, I think that Steam is a good place to get some of those vintage games. You can play it on Steam. What do you think, Jessica? Have you heard that? Does that sound right to you? Yeah. I'm going to stand this up like right over here. There we go. And there we go. All righty. I will show this off here. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your life? All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move that over here. Just leave that right there. Bring that closer so you guys can see that. All right. So let's get started with the snacks. I know you guys are like chomping at the bit. How much we got time left? We got, oh my God, really? We have a half an hour left? I've been talking this whole time? Oh my God, I really apologize for that. Oh, Paperboy, Jessica Stanton. Paperboy is an awesome game. You're a paperboy. You're on this bicycle, and you have to deliver the newspaper to people. But you like dogs will come at you, bees will come at you, stuff like that. That's a fun game. I love Paperboy. Paperboy was originally an arcade game, so it was one of the games that you played on the big stand-up machines in the arcade. But they did have like NES had Paperboy. Some of the other ones had Paperboy as well. Paperboy is a fun game. Like Frogger. Frogger is an old game like that. Or there's kind of a crossover between what was a PC game, what was the game that you played on a PC, and what was an arcade game. Like Asteroids was definitely an arcade game. Space Invaders was an arcade game. Galaga was an arcade game. 1941 was an arcade game. Time Pilot, I think, was another one. They're all arcade games. Yeah, it was good in there. Love Paperboy. Yeah, same here, Paperboy. All right, so let's start with our first snack. I have an old copy of Paperboy on Sega. Yeah, it changed a lot. Like the arcade game was awesome. The NES, there was a few things wonky about it, but that's okay. All right, so let's. I'm just going to go in and grab snacks. That's what we're going to do. So I'm not going to do any special order. So our first snack, if I'm pronouncing this right, is Ulker. Well, I remember Ulker. We've done Ulker, U-L-K-E-R, or U with the umlaut on the top of it. Ulker Dankek Poti. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I am terrible at Turkish, so I'm probably slaughtering their language. Havuklu Tarsini. That's what we're going to start with. We're going to start with this guy. If anybody speaks Turkish and you want to do some translation, please please do so. Let's see. Let's look it up. That's what we got here. Okay, so this is Dankek Poti, and let's see. Is that even listed here? Maybe that's one of the Poti cakes. Either carrot, coconut, fruit, or chocolate flavored. Wow, that's a crapshoot, isn't it? Either carrot, coconut, fruit, or chocolate flavored. Talk about mystery. These cakes are a great idea if you love puffy stuff. Poti has no meaning in Turkish, but some Turkish people call it as best packaged cake ever. Hope you agree with them. Well, let's see if we agree with them. Let's try it. Yeah, I love 1942 as well. That was a fun one. All right, here we go. Let's see if we get carrot, coconut, fruit, or chocolate flavored cake. It's a mystery. Can't tell by smell. Val has been a vocal vowel, the equivalent of a chatty Cathy. Vocal vowel, that's a good one. Trippy talker. I don't know. Come up with something. Again, and I apologize. Let me back up a second. So I apologize to anyone who just wants to see me do nonstop eating. I kind of apologize to you. Again, I'm sorry if I let you down by doing this. It's just that this is my opportunity to talk with you. This is my opportunity to interact with you, and for me, that's rewarding for me. I hope it is for you, but I know that some of you who are just watching and not really interacting and everything, maybe not so much, and maybe it's a little bit boring for you. But for me, it's like I go all week so that I can go Saturday on my live stream and I can be able to talk with you guys and we can kind of go back and forth. So again, I apologize if it's slow going on the eating of stuff, but the going back and forth to me is like I love. So there we go. You can see that. I don't know how I would describe that. It looks like a spice cake. It doesn't seem like it's filled. It tastes like a spice cake, and it's really dry. Spent almost 20 years playing WoW. Has WoW been out 20 years already? Wow. I mean, wow. World of Warcraft, wow. This has been the best stream you've ever had with your community. Thank you, Greg. You're a part of the community. You're a good Val. I like the live streams. All right, cool. I just want to know because, you know, like I said, some people just want to see me eat stuff, and I don't blame you, but I also like the back and forth and talking about different things. So there we go. Very vernacular Val. Like the movie V. I could have been V because I'm Val. There's something nutty in there. What do I taste though? I don't taste coconut. That would be obvious. It says fruit, but it doesn't say what kind of fruit. Oh, there was one of the things had ingredients. Let's see. Oh, but this is like a crapshoot. We don't know, right? Let's see. Pody cakes. Carrot cinnamon. This is carrot and cinnamon cake with natural and artificial flavors. Okay, I got that. Carrot cinnamon. This one's carrot cinnamon. It doesn't taste like carrot cake. It tastes like a coffee cake. It's really dry. I'm getting the cinnamon. To me, it's just kind of like a coffee cake. The carrot's not a really strong flavor in that one, but it's pretty good. It's gonna get a thumbs up, but definitely want that with some sort of beverage. I could have had the beer. I'm gonna have the coffee, I think. Well, Jared, I'm glad you love the talks because I love to do the talking. Most people tell me, Val, when are you going to shut up? But that's neither here nor there. No, it's actually there. All right. So yeah, thumbs up on the Pody cakes. I wish there was some like I could mark these down as to which one's which, but it doesn't matter. All right. Like I said, I'm just going to grab them in order that they're sitting in the box, not in special order. This looks like list, could be least. I don't know how that's pronounced. List nuts flavors. Hot paprika, salsu misir. At least I think that's what it is. So these are hot paprika flavored nuts. I think that's pretty straightforward. I don't know. Let's see if there's a description in here. Yes, there is. Here are nuts from list with 2 great flavors, hot paprika or barbecue. We got hot paprika. Either way, one thing is for sure, you will pop these corn kernels wherever you're craving some salty and spicy treat to indulge in. Wait, corn kernels? Did I read that right? Corn kernels. They're calling them nuts, but then they're saying, oh, they look, I mean, look at the picture. Those are corn kernels, right? So these are probably like, these are probably going to be like corn nuts. Where's my scissors? Live stream, in my opinion, is a chance to chat with viewers. Yeah, absolutely, and do Q&As. Speaking of Q&As, we just need a few more questions to do a live Ask Val live stream, which is definitely a lot of talking. But do go to the community page. Do go to the post about the Ask Val and put some questions in there so we can do an Ask Val live stream. Hopefully, I'll get Yard Stream working where we can do an Ask Val and we can have Julie in there as well. So, you know, if we get Ask Val working, we can bring different people in different times. We could bring Janice in or Tom in or something like that. So that'd be kind of fun. Ooh, they smell nice. I don't know. They smell like pepper or paprika. Cinnamon rolls with maggot sauce? Doable, I suppose. Maggots going to be more savory though, you know. So it's cinnamon rolls. And when you say a sauce, you're probably talking about like a sugar sauce, like almost a glaze, I would think. Unless you're talking like, what would the sauce be based on? I don't think you're going to have a maggot-based sauce. Not that the maggot suspended in something like a cream gravy. Is that what you're talking about? Cinnamon rolls with like a maggot cream gravy might work, but I don't know. I'm not sure. What is PM? Oh, you're talking with Greg. All right. They're little. I'm just going to take a handful of these. Janice, Julie, anybody? Greg, if we were on Twitch, we would raid Tom's channel. But there's an hour between us. Ooh. Oh, those are nice. Thank you, Janice. There you go. Wow. These aren't as sometimes corn nuts can be almost flavorless. They get like really dry and crunchy and almost flavorless. This has, I think, more sweet corn flavor. It could be the corn that they use. These are made in Turkey, so they may not be using the yellow corn that we have in the United States. But although they're small kernels, the spice is a really nice level of spice. It's just the right amount of heat. If you're not, you know, if you don't have a high tolerance for heat, you probably still enjoy them. There's a little bit of a build afterwards that comes in afterwards. So it does build a little bit to maybe what's the next step above mild, but not quite medium, somewhere in between there. So the heat builds afterwards on your tongue. The flavor is delicious. So that's going to get a big thumbs up. Those are really, really good. All righty. My mind is not normal. Yeah. Well, whose is, John, really? You know, what is normal? Paranormal. Yeah, you put paranormal in your name, we're going to kind of agree with you. Having a Matador with Salsa Gold with natural light chaser. Enjoying the live stream. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the live stream, and it just seems like a Matador. What is in a Matador? Now, the Salsa Gold is a tequila. But what is in a Matador besides tequila? But it's like a natty chaser. Just kind of seems like usually the other way around, isn't it? Oh no, I guess a beer chaser. That makes sense. All right, so let's just reach in and grab one. I'm gonna go through the little bunny rabbit forest there. Just grab whatever the next one is. Ah, that one was easy. Tiny little thing. This is Exy Use. Hey, Exy Use guys. If we translate his name, we will have spoiled the surprise. Just go ahead and try one. P.S. A surprise awaits you for the first 10 seconds as soon as started chewing it. Choking warning. They're warning me that I'm going to choke to death on this. Choking warning. See if I'm pronouncing that right. Here, get my big fat head out of the way. Esky Use, I guess. So they don't want to tell me what's in it. They want it to be a surprise. Little cannonball or a moon. That's a surprise. Damn, that's tart. That's gone. It's just on the outside. No, they say chew that. It was really hard. Oh, okay. It breaks down. So as you get more saliva on it, it gets softer so that you can chew it. It's still hard, but it's not like jawbreaker hard. We love you too, John. I think it's gum. It tastes like gum, and it chews like gum, like a gum ball. It's like a sour gum ball with the sourness on the outside, and the gum itself is like a fruity taste. It's definitely gum. It's not breaking down. I can see why they say a choking hazard because it's just gum. And you know, a little kid might breathe that down into their windpipe or something. So it goes from sour to sweet in record time. That sourness doesn't last too long. It's just on the outside, and you just get that immediately. And then it ends up as a fruit flavored gum. Nondescript fruit. I can't say it's like cherry or grape or anything like that. It was a fruit flavor. It's not bubblegum flavored. I wonder if it is bubblegum. Let's see if we can blow a bubble. Maybe not enough of it. So I'm going to flatten it out. Or maybe it's just not bubblegum. There's not enough of it. All right, I could chew that for weeks, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, thumbs up. It's a cute idea that it's two things. It's a sour whatever, and you get that instant sour. I mean, we're talking like Sour Patch hardcore sour. You get that, then that wears off. Like I think the thing said like 10 seconds or something. What did it say? First 10 seconds, yeah. After about 10 seconds, that's completely gone, and then it just becomes gum, chewing gum. Fruit flavored chewing gum. It's not unpleasant. It's not horrible. It's every kind of run of the mill chewing gum, not bubble gum. That would have been fun, but still, that's okay. Yeah, thumbs up on that one. I just like how it just changes from one thing to another. I love being paranormal. Yeah, in a world of normal people, be paranormal. So that's what I say. I want fish. You want fish to eat, or you want fish as pets? What kind of fish do you want? Hey, Jax is here. Welcome, Jax. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Did I miss anybody else? I apologize. I was busy. You know, when I get to talking and everything, sometimes I miss that. So, you guys let me know. Did I miss anybody's question? Mild and medium equals medium. That makes sense, Icehand. I think I missed you, Icehand. Did I acknowledge that you came into the room, Icehand? If I did not, welcome, Icehand. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I think yesterday was the last time. YouTube doesn't give me notifications for Val streams. So Jax, when you go back to where you subscribed, and then there's a notification bell, but there's 3 different bells. And I think the top one tells you anytime I post anything on there, it notifies you. And some of the other ones are more specific, like only does do certain things. So, hey, Tom. So Tom is going to live stream afterwards. He live streams at 4 p.m., which is an hour after we finish. He did specify. Tom, put back again because I don't want to have to scroll all the way back up. What are you making today on your live stream? If you've not checked out one of Tom's live streams, definitely do so. Tom always cooks stuff from scratch, and he does a really good job of doing it. So, so if you've not checked it out, check it out. Also, if you're not subscribed to Tom's channel, do so, because when he gets to 1,000 subscribers, he is going to eat raw oysters, Vienna sausage, blue cheese dressing, and chocolate syrup. So I want to see that. You want to see. I know you want to see that. Somehow, I do think he's going to wrangle me into doing that with him. But you know, it is what it is. But if you're not subscribed to Tom's channel, please do so. So Tom, an old guy in Colorado. So in about an hour and 15 minutes, he's going to be making Swiss steak. So be sure to check it out. I just texted, what are you eating rocks to your old number, Dad? Spoiler alert, the person who has it now is confused. You can't make fun like that. Old guy in Colorado, watch us in Tom's screen. He is awesome. Take a seat at the table. I agree, Greg. I love his live stream as well. So I wish I could cook half the stuff that he can cook, but he'll do like, how's he going to make that? And then boom, you know what happens. So also, Tom, before I don't know if you left already, but if you have not left, we need to get back on track on doing some of the collaborations. So let me know, and we'll take care of that. Just subscribe to Tom's channel. Thank you, Andrew. Val, are you there? OMFG. Am I where? I'm here. Greg, did you ask something? Watch us, Tom's screen. He's awesome. Take a seat at the table. Val, are you there? OMFG. I am there. Here. I'm here. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Greg, I think we got off on something. So I might have missed something. All right, let's grab another snack. Looks like there's another one of those gumballs. I'm not going to eat that because there's two. We already did that. Let's see what this is. This is ETI, Extraterrestrial Intelligence, ETI Brownie Gold Chocolate Cake. I think that means cake. Chocolate cake. Let's see what this is. This is brownie cake. The classic one with plain and cherry. Plain. Plane. There's airplane pieces in here. With plain and cherry infused goodness options, the wet texture and intense chocolate flavor distinguish this cake from others. Turkish people love to use this one as a birthday cake. A rather small one, but it works to get you older. Its name is not unique, but the taste is. All right, let's give it a shot. We will figure something out, John. Something that you can do that we can do. Or something that we can do that you can do. Let's put it that way. It's to get you on track. Thank you, Greg. Smells like a chocolate cupcake. Oh, and you know why? Because it looks like a chocolate cupcake. Janice is on top of it. It smells like a brownie. Now, they say the wet texture. It needs a little bit more wet texture because it's pretty dry. There's like a stream of chocolate going through it, though. That's different. A lot of cocoa flavor. It tastes like a fudge brownie. There's nothing earth-shattering about it. It's not that dry, Jax. But it's not wet like they describe it in the in the description. Oh, I scrolled off accidentally. There we go. Let me get that on thumbs in the middle. It's a fudge brownie. Really, there's nothing unique or earth-shattering about it. That's really flavor. I think it's the tires. It's the plain tires, Jules, that really makes the flavor. Yeah, I'm gonna say thumbs in the middle on that one. All right, let's grab something else out of the box. First thing that actually comes up in my hand is what we're gonna use. There we go. This just off the bat, I want to say goldfish crackers, but I know that's wrong. These are, again, ETI is the company, Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Maybe not. These are Balak cracker, Sade, Sade? I'm not sure. Again, I don't speak Turkish, but it says sade. So maybe that means fish. Maybe that means cheese. I honestly don't know. So these are, let's see what these are. Let's go by our little guide. Either plain or corn flavored. It would help if we know what the word corn is in Turkish. Either plain or corn flavored, these fish-shaped crackers are fun. You will never be this good at fishing. Do not catch too much at once. Why? Because they'll make you spend time in the bathroom. We sometimes include its corn-flavored version. Some find the combination of sweet from corn and the savory taste from the crackers strange, but we believe that this is what makes this snack ahead. Warning, choking warning. Choking warning. Ah, so how is that pronounced, Janice? I wonder. Is it Sade? Is it Sade? Is it Shade? Is it, how is that pronounced, I wonder? But it means plain, so these are not corn flavored. Corn, it looks like misir in Turkish. I didn't realize we had so many Turkish speakers out there. Sharp metal and super glue. Yeah. That's the warning here. Warning, choking warning, contains plain parts. No smell. Your stream is very personal, needs a lot of mods. Well, we have 3, but 1 just left. So Tom's a mod, Janice is a mod, Julie's a mod. And I think they do a great job. So right off the bat, you guys are familiar with Pepperidge Farm goldfish. So right off the bat, they're the same shape as goldfish, but if you look, there's much more detail. These actually have scales on them. So there's a lot more detail than there is on the Pepperidge Farm. Remember the time we almost choked to death on crackers? Pepperidge Farm remembers. It's pronounced Sade, according to Google. I like Sade Adu. Sade Adu, is that the singer? Is that Sade Adu? Or is Sade Adu of food? Miguel. Sade, great song. Well, Sade's not a song, is an artist. What's the song? Smooth Operator, I think. These need some salt. They need a little bit of salt. There's not much, plain, there's not much flavor. It tastes like a wheat cracker. It tastes like a saltine without salt. Seriously, that's what it tastes like. It tastes like a saltine without salt. So what these would be fun as is like a crouton. They'd be fun as a crouton. Needs some salt and needs some other kind of flavor. Cheese, maybe? I don't know. Corn would help. They're nice. It's a nice light snack. But, nothing to write home about. I'm going to say thumbs in the middle, trending upward. They're good. They're okay. Just wish they had a little bit more, some kind of flavor. Like if you like saltines, those are fine. Maybe take a spoonful of peanut butter, put some of those fish in it. That would be really good. Maybe use them as croutons. That would be good. Maybe put them in tomato soup. That would be good. So, like I said, thumbs in the middle, trending upward. That's what we get there. Oh, yes, tahini. Put some tahini on it. I wish I had some. I don't have any in here. But that would work. That would work too. I wouldn't say hot sauce because hot sauce they would get soggy. So hot sauce wouldn't work. But tahini is like a powder, so tahini would work. So there we go. I would basically put them in a bag, like a Ziploc bag. Put the tahini in it, put the crackers in it, shake it up, get them coated and everything, and then I might actually do that. I might do that afterwards. So yeah, great idea. The tahini, Jules. I think I will do that. There we go. Got them stuck in my teeth. Tahini is delicious, and it's like for some things it's necessary, like a Chex Mix. Yeah, that's true, Jules. They would go good in the Chex Mix too. You're absolutely right. Do I have anything else I would mix those with? Probably not. All right, let's grab another snack. How are we doing on time? Oh, we got 6 minutes left. We did what? 4 snacks? 1, 2, 3, 4 snacks. Yeah. Again, we're not stopping to do the trivia questions. And we got this whole box to go through. So my guess is we're going to do part 2 next week, and we'll do some more stuff out of the box. So there we go. Am I ready for the next George and Pudgy show? Yeah, of course. So when we've done rehearsals where we've gone through the whole script, and so we've already done part 2 in rehearsals. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love doing that. So there we go. Which you bring up an interesting question, Steve. So how many people have? I asked this before, but there wasn't as many people in the chat. How many people have watched the George and Pudgy show, the new one, the one we did last week? The big difference with the one we did last week was it wasn't recorded. We did it live, and we did it with video. So we had to have we had some props, and it was a little bit more challenging, like I said, because we did it live. So, but it was a lot of fun. So how many people there watched that? And what did you think? Can we say, what's in the box? I wanted to play nice, but she didn't want to. You don't know what's in the box, do you? All right, this is today caramel waffle. It looks like an obleja, which is the Colombian thing. It's like a wafer with usually arequipe, which is kind of like a milk caramel. That's kind of what that looks like. I'm guessing that's what that's going to taste like. This is just called Today. Let's see. Is that even listed here? I didn't see that one listed. Oh, it's listing it as caramel waffle. World-renowned caramel waffles are mostly attributed to Belgium and Holland, while Turkish people generally feel at liberty to claim their own version when it comes to snacks, and waffles are no exception. Some pro-waffle locals go as far as to claim that waffle is a Turkish delicacy after tasting this one. If you do care about the taste over the first inventor, here's your chance. All right, let's give that a shot. What's in the box? Claudia? Looks like a stroop waffle. Is that soft? I don't break that in half. It's not soft, but it's not solid or crispy or crunchy. It's more like a waffle. Like a waffle, not like a waffle wafer. Now, I'm not a big fan of caramel, but this is actually pretty good. Sticky, a little bit chewy, but not stale tasting. It's sweet. There's a nice sweetness to it. These are pretty good. I never thought I would give something with caramel in it a thumbs up. But again, everything that I eat, I basically have to kind of step back and give it an unbiased taste test, right? So I'm not big fans of some things, but I have to taste them on their own merit. So like when I taste them, I have to say, I'm not a big fan of peas or whatever, but how does this taste? It says it's supposed to taste like peas. Does it taste like peas? Yeah, I'm not crazy about peas, but it does taste like peas, and it's going to get a thumbs up, right? Something along those lines. It might taste like peas, but it might taste like bad peas, in which case it was going to get a thumb up. But at least it's an honest opinion based not on the fact that I don't like peas, but based on the fact that whether does it taste good or not, you know. So this is going to get a thumbs up. This is actually pretty good. All right, so we went through our. I'm not going to mix these together, only because they're not really mixable. And we have a whole box of stuff. So these are really enjoyable. And again, thank you, Jules. You're there. Again, thank you so much for this Father's Day gift. It's a lot of fun going through it, and you guys get to share that fun with me. So, we've got probably another, I don't know, 7 snacks. What is that? They're like Pop Rocks. We got like another 7 snacks in here, so we will do part 2 next week. We'll do a continuation of it. Most of the stuff is really good. A little bit disappointed with the Jones soda. Like the beer, it was a lot of fun. But we did a lot of talking today, and that's cool. That's okay, because that's what I love doing the live streams for, is to get to talk with you guys and catch up with you guys with what's been going on in your lives, and just take a Saturday afternoon just to spend time with each other, which I think is I love doing that. It's a high point in my week. So work all week, and then on Saturdays get to hang out with my friends here. So and you as well, Greg. So I thank you for taking time out of your day to spend it here. Always fun, always enjoyable. Unless somebody tries to sneak that thing in there, you know what I'm talking about. But always fun, always enjoyable, always good to see you guys. Love it. We will see you again next week, and we'll do the rest of what's in that box. And I will find another adult beverage and another soft drink that will go with this. I think I already have some adult beverages in the refrigerator. I just got to find a soft drink, but I will do that. But in the meantime, thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Also, check out the other channels that we recommend if you don't know what they are. If you go to our main YouTube channel, down at the bottom, there's a link that says featured channels. And under that, you'll find Janice Yamanaka, and you'll find Old Guy in Colorado, and you'll find, all Reckless Eating. You'll find all these channels in there, all people that we recommend. So check those out. Give them some love. Give them a thumbs up on the videos. Subscribe to them. But also, if you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel. Also, if you have not been to Instagram, if you've not checked out our Instagram feed. If you're not checking out our Instagram feed, please do so. And please follow, subscribe, whatever they call that. We're just a few away from 1,000. It'd be nice to get to 1,000. So if you can do that, thank you so much. Don't create any fake accounts or anything like that. Appreciate you taking time out of your weekend. Always love talking to you. Glad you could make it. And I hope to see you again next Sunday. But in the meantime, because it's crazy out there. It's crazy, I tell you, crazy. It's crazy. Just be careful. Take care of yourselves. Please take care of others. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.